Dricus Du Plessis, the South African dynamo with a 95% finishing rate, is on the cusp of a historic UFC middleweight title shot. Nicknamed after a sleeping pill, he's taking on the toughest test of his career with just 8% of his full oxygen intake. But before he steps into the cage against Sean Strickland at UFC 298, let's unravel the story of why UFC fighters are genuinely afraid of the man known as Dricus Du Plessis. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another exhilarating episode of our series, where we unravel the compelling stories of rising MMA stars. Join us as we embark on an odyssey through his life, from the rugged rugby fields of South Africa to the illustrious octagon, uncovering why UFC fighters stand in awe of the enigmatic force known as Dricus Du Plessis. Early life and athletic roots. Born and bred in the vibrant landscapes of South Africa, Du Plessis, a name synonymous with power, first found himself immersed in the world of sports through the grueling discipline of rugby. However, unlike many of his MMA counterparts, Du Plessis diverted from the well-trodden rugby path post-schooling. With a physique sculpted like a Greek god and strength derived from a diet rich in the hearty staples of South African cuisine, braai and pap, he transitioned into the realm of kickboxing at the tender age of 14. Within a few short years, Du Plessis etched his name in history as a world champion in K1-style kickboxing. MMA revelation. Despite his triumphs in the kickboxing arena, financial constraints prompted Du Plessis to make a bold and somewhat unconventional move, the leap into mixed martial arts. This decision, though financially risky, would prove to be a transformative revelation for the South African sensation. In a testament to his adaptability and tenacity, Du Plessis found himself competing for the Extreme Fighting Championship middleweight title in only his 5th professional fight. Conquering Africa and Europe. Du Plessis didn't stop at South African dominance. He set his sights on Europe, specifically Poland, where he clashed with and conquered the highly respected Roberto Soich, earning the KSW welterweight title. This unexpected victory propelled him into the international MMA limelight, setting the stage for his enthralling UFC debut. UFC debut and middleweight mastery. The UFC became Du Plessis' canvas, and he painted it with brilliance. In his second UFC bout, he left an indelible mark by knocking out Trevon Giles in the second round. This marked the beginning of his meteoric rise in the middleweight division, a journey highlighted by a breathtaking performance against Darren Till. Even in the face of adversity, a sinus infection requiring surgery, limiting him to only 8% of his oxygen intake, Du Plessis continued his dominance, stopping Robert Whittaker and earning himself a well-deserved title shot. Rivalry with Israel Adesanya. Before the clash with Whittaker, Du Plessis had already ignited a fierce rivalry with none other than Israel Adesanya. Challenging the authenticity of the African champions, he positioned himself as the true African representative in the UFC. This rivalry reached its zenith during a tense face-off at UFC 290, captivating fans worldwide with its intensity. Title shot and the Sean Strickland saga. With the middleweight title within his grasp, Du Plessis now faces the formidable Sean Strickland. The lead-up to their scheduled bout at UFC 297 has been nothing short of explosive, featuring intense verbal exchanges, altercations, and a fiery press conference. Strickland, known for his unfiltered trash talk, aims to defend his crown against the resilient and confident Du Plessis. Analysis and prognostication. Let's dissect Du Plessis' fighting style. While not the most technically polished, he compensates with an abundance of raw power and an unwavering determination to overpower opponents. His understanding of strengths and limitations has proven instrumental in securing victories. Often likened to a gorilla on roller skates, Du Plessis is a formidable force both on his feet and on the ground. This unique amalgamation of attributes is precisely why UFC fighters find themselves genuinely wary of facing him. The South African phenomenon's impact. Beyond his prowess inside the octagon, Du Plessis's impact extends to the broader MMA landscape. His journey from a South African rugby field to the global stage showcases the diversity and resilience that defines the sport. His success challenges stereotypes and highlights the growing international influence of MMA, particularly from regions like Africa, which are producing world-class fighters. Global fan base and social media presence. Du Plessis's popularity isn't limited to the cage. His engaging personality and captivating journey have garnered him a substantial global fan base. Through his social media platforms, fans get an intimate look into his training, personal life, and the challenges he overcomes. Du Plessis' story has become a source of inspiration for aspiring fighters and fans alike, transcending geographical boundaries. Expectations for UFC 297. As the countdown to UFC 297 intensifies, the anticipation reaches a fever pitch. Du Plessis, now on the cusp of history, stands one win away from becoming the first authentic African champion in the UFC. Can he pull it off against the formidable Strickland, known for his durability and unorthodox fighting style? The clash promises fireworks and is poised to be a defining moment in Du Plessis' already illustrious career. As we eagerly anticipate UFC 297, where Du Plessis aims to etch his name in history as the first authentic African champion in the UFC, the question echoes, can he pull it off? The answer, grounded in his remarkable track record and the undeniable X factor he brings to the octagon, resounds with a resounding yes. Dricus Du Plessis, the man with a 95% finishing rate and an indomitable spirit, is poised to make history, leaving fight fans worldwide on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the unfolding saga. If you relish this comprehensive exploration of Dricus Du Plessis' extraordinary journey, ensure you subscribe to our channel for a constant dose of captivating content. Don't miss our exclusive dive into the intriguing history and lifestyle of Sean Strickland, the man set to collide with Du Plessis in the highly anticipated title fight at UFC 297. Until next time, fight fans, stay tuned for more enthralling tales from the riveting world of mixed martial arts.